In capital market, you have two types of market: primary market and secondary market. Everywhere liquidity should be there. That's the reason people actually go for stock exchange. And marketability to existing security. Dematerialization can come for 2 marks. Whenever you get dematerialization, please do not get confused with demonetization. NSDL in the sense National Securities Depository Limited. Central Depository Service Limited is called CDSL. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the 10th chapter revision. Now here in this chapter, I'm gonna tell you that how many marks this chapter contains, what are the questions which you people will be getting in your board examination, and how to write the answers as well. I'll teach you all this, but before that, let me tell you here the blueprint. Now, when we go with the blueprint, here you have this question, the pattern, right? You have 1 mark question, 2 mark question, 4 mark question, and 8 mark questions. So from this chapter, there are 2 1 mark questions, 1 2 mark question, and you do not have a 4 marker question. So please do not prepare any question for 4 marks. And then you have 1 8 mark question. That means, see, 8 marks here plus 2 marks 10 plus 2 marks in the sense 12. So this chapter contains how many marks? 12 marks. So I want you people to prepare for this chapter, because see, the 9th chapter is also for 12 marks. This chapter is also for 12 marks. That means 2 chapters, if you prepare thoroughly, 24 marks is what you people will be getting. Plus, you also have a 5 mark question. So this 5 mark question in the sense what? POQ question. 24 plus 5 in the sense 29 marks from the 9th chapter as well as the 10th chapter, if you understand correctly. So I'll just erase this for you right now. So we'll start with this chapter. The introduction for this chapter is financial market. What exactly financial market is all about. Now, financial market can come for 1 mark. That is, what is financial market? Define financial market. Or you can also get some other question which I'm going to teach you in this session only. So financial market includes any place or system that provides buyers and sellers the means to trade financial instruments. So like we have this places, isn't it? That is like where we have the vegetable market, where we have any other kind of a market. Just like that, the financial market is where the financial instruments, including bonds, equities, and the various international currencies and derivatives are bought and sold. That is called the financial market. Financial market facilitates the interaction between whom? Between those who need capital with those who have capital to invest. That is what the financial marketing does. A very simple meaning which you people can write for 1 mark. Now, when we go with this, there is also a topic which we need to understand. Functions of financial market. What are the functions of financial market? First one, mobilization of savings and channeling them into the most productive use, facilitating price discovery, providing liquidity to financial assets, reducing the cost of transaction. So all these are what? The functions of financial market. Classification of financial market, how the classification should be done. On the basis of this, financial market are divided into money market and capital market. I have told this in many of my videos, how money market is different from capital market. Please do refer this. In capital market, you have 2 types of market: primary market and secondary market. Now, primary market, there also you have 2 things. Secondary market also you have 2 things. I told you in the 9th chapter, the financial concept, that is, we have something called capital, isn't it? So capital is all is what? The capital in the sense, I'll just write it here. Capital is equal to, now, owner's fund. Owner's fund. Plus, you need to go with 1 more. That is what? The borrowed funds. Now, owner's fund is also called as what? Equity. equity, plus borrowed fund in the sense debt. Correct. Now this is what the common kind of a thing which you people need to understand. Now here also primary market. In a primary market, there are two. One is debt is there, another is equity. Secondary market, debt is there, equity. So debt in the sense borrowed fund, equity in the sense the owner's fund. So here we need to understand the equation. The more the equity is and the lesser the debt is, that means the company is doing good. More debt is there and the equity is less, that means the company is not doing. That's why they are borrowing from somebody else. So here when we go with classification of financial market are classified on the basis of maturity of financial instruments traded in them. Instruments with a maturity of less than 1 year are traded in money market. So anything more than 1 year, it is all capital market. So here money market in the sense within 1 year. The maturity is what? Within 1 year. Capital market more than 1 year is what capital market is all about. Next, money market instruments. You people can get a question for 2 marks. That is, give any example of money market, give any two instruments of money market. That is what you people can get, and you need to write treasury bill, commercial paper, call money, certificate of deposit, and commercial bill. Any of these 5, any 2, if you go with it, you will get it. Or you can also get a question, that is, what is treasury bill, commercial paper, call money, certificate of deposit? See, certificate of deposit is also called as COD, right? So please do not get confused with cash on delivery. Next is commercial bill. So any of these, so what is that you should do? Go to the playlist of Vidhyaashram, search second PU Business Studies by Abhilash Chandra sir, and then what is that you should do? The 10th chapter, I have given load of examples of these bills plus the papers. Now you need to understand that, and then what's the sessions. Next is stock exchange. What is stock exchange? Now I'll give you a brief introduction about stock exchange. You may get a question that list out the stock exchanges in India. So you have only 2, NSE and BSE. Stock exchange is an institution which provides a platform for buying and selling of existing securities, whichever is there, right? Now stock exchange is a secondary market, not a primary market. It is what? Secondary market. As a market, the stock exchange facilitates the exchange of security, that is share, debenture, etc. It's money and vice versa. Functions of stock exchange, you can get a question called functions of stock exchange. Now it is for 8 marks, not for 4 marks. You are supposed to write more. The first is providing liquidity. For see, everywhere liquidity should be there. That's the reason people actually go for stock exchange. And marketability to exist in security, pricing of securities, safety of transactions. If safety is not there, people will not vouch for stock exchange. So safety is given a prior things. Contributes to economic growth. Why economic growth? Because now here a lot of liquidity happens, isn't it? Now people will not save, they will start investing in it. So what happens here is the contribution of economic growth will happen in the country. Spreading of equity cult, providing scope for speculation. So these are the functions of stock exchange. Next thing is dematerialization. Dematerialization can come for 2 marks. Whenever you get dematerialization, please do not get confused with demonetization. Demonetization is different. Dematerialization is different. Earlier what used to happen is when we never had electronic kind of a medium, then physically we used to get that how much share you have taken, and they used to write it and they used to give it. Now in Bombay Stock Exchange or NSE. Now earlier what used to happen is they used to write and they used to give us a paper. Now we used to take it and then we used to keep it. Whenever the price of the share was more, we used to go them and then give it back and then take the money. That is how we used to do it. But now what happens is that materialistic is not there, dematerialized. Now it has been taken. Now they have given us something called electronic kind of a system. Now here a process where security is held by the investor in the physical form. In the physical form we used to have are cancelled. That's why it is called dematerialized, cancelled, and the investor is given an electronic entry. Electronic entry has come, right? Now electronic entry or numbers so that she or he can hold it has an electronic balance in an account. So you can have an account and there only the shares will be given. This process of holding securities in an electronic form is called dematerialization. Please do understand. Earlier, no, they used to give us papers, right? They used to give us papers and we used to keep it. Now there is no papers. Now, if I would have purchased then when dematerialized was not there, say 1,000 shares of Tata company, they used to write 1,000 shares of Tata company at the price whichever I have taken. Now what used to happen is we have our mobile, we have smartphone, we have, right? So there what happens is we need to go with a demat account, and when we go with a demat account, the broker will be there. We'll have a demat, and then whatever the shares which we have holded, they'll only give it there itself. That is called dematerialization. Next is depository. See, wherever you deposit, that is a place where the stocks, the securities are held. That is called depositories. Now, depository is an institution or organization which hold securities like shares, debenture, bond. It electronic form. In what? Electronic form in which trading is done. That is called depository. Now, we have two types of depositories. Again, I'm telling you here, please do understand. When it comes to depositories, you need to understand a 2-mark question can come as well as a 1-mark question can come. Now, 1-mark question, what is it? What is depository? Now, for a 2-mark question, the thing is types of depositories. Now, in India, we have two types of depository. One is NSDL, another is CDSL. NSDL in the sense National Securities Depository Limited. Central Depository Service Limited is called CDSL. So this is a 2-mark question. So please do not forget these. You don't need to explain what exactly they are. The question will be, give 2 depository of India is what they can actually give you the question. Next, National Stock Exchange. Now I told you we have 2 stock exchange, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange is very old stock exchange, right? National Stock Exchange is new comparatively to the Bombay Stock Exchange. So NSE is the latest, most modern and technology driven exchange. It was incorporated in 1992 and was recognized as a stock exchange in the April 1993. So if you understand 2023, 1993, so 33 years, right? So 30 years is what it is. 33 ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದು 30 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. So April 1993. So what happens now? 2023 and it is 1993. That means what? Totally 30 years now. If you go with it, this April our National Stock Exchange will be 30th year anniversary. Now Bombay Stock Exchange is very old. I told you it was established in 1875 and was Asia's first stock exchange. It was granted permanent recognition under the Securities Contract in the Act 1956. It has contributed to the growth of corporate sector by providing platform for raising capital. Securities and Exchange Board of India. Now, you people need to understand. You can get a question of 1 marks. Expand. They can say that expand SEBI. You may get a question for 1 marks. So please do understand. It is called securities, TIES, securities and exchange. Please do not write exchanges. It is only exchange. Exchange Board of India. It was established by the Government of India on 12th April 1988 as an interim administrative body to promote orderly and healthy growth of securities market and for investors' protection. That is what SEBI is all about. So these are the things which you people need to understand in the 10th chapter. Any doubt regarding this, please do call us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.